Jake. Okay, we're skipping perspectives.
Jake is going to proceed to time capsule.
Alright. You cannot proceed the time capsule because you're lying on the floor unconscious. That's right, because your helmet got hit with the head. In the head.
Yeah, that's why it doesn't work anymore.
Yeah. While descending deep into the ruins, a sudden earthquake jammed the elevator on its way down, causing you to take a nasty spill to the floor below. Luckily, you're wearing your trusty skull top, preventing a more serious concussion. You nevertheless lost consciousness and attempt with all your might to regain it. Jake, regain consciousness.
You fail to regain consciousness.
Oof. Ooh, black message.
Years
then?
in the past.
But centuries in the future.
Jake, respond.
Oh, okay.
Timaeus
So years in the past from Jake's perspective, right? But then centuries in the future from Dirk's perspective.
Dirk, yeah.
Alright. Good.
Happy 13th, bro. I have something for you.
Whoa, Nelly, you're too kind, my friend. What is it?
No big deal, since it's nothing I wasn't planning on giving you anyway. I just sort of happened to finish it today.
I think I catch your drift. So my new 10 comrade is finally gets a head on its shoulders, eh?
Yeah, assuming I can actually send it today without another untimely paradoxification. If not, then hey, you got a sick grill full of birthday slime instead.
Hell no, man. Well, listen. If you're gonna send anything to me, slime or otherwise, can you please at least not make the shit appear directly over my head this time? The last thing I need on my B-day is an installment of a quote Man Road Bukake Theater. And I quote Man Road Bukake Theater. Jesus Christ.
You still don't understand what that means, do you?
Not really. Is it your friggin' figure of speech, man? I gathered it must, it just meant getting slimed like in Ghostbusters or some such.
Kind of. I told you to look it up.
Yeah, I'm a busy fella, Dirk. Wikipedia is a lot of letters to type in a thing for a man of action on the go. I'm always doing adventures, remember?
That is such bullshit. You sit in your little jungle globe watching movies all day.
Well, yes, but okay, I have a lot of movies to bone up on. There's so many good ones I still haven't seen.
You think literally every film you watch is a masterpiece. I've never felt so much vicarious shame through someone else's atrocious taste in awful garbage.
Hey, Jake likes Stargate, okay? I'm on Jake's side.
Again, I can't... you think literally... I've never felt so much vicarious shame through someone else's atrocious taste in awful garbage.
Hey, it's not garbage, okay? I promise.
I don't believe you. You remember the last thing you promised me something?
What?
The last time you promised me something, you promised me that Doki Doki Literature Club was a fucking dating sim.
I mean, it is.
Nah!
It's just also other things.
Like psychological horror?
Screw you, I have impeccable standards. It's just there's so much good stuff out there, and I've really been on a roll with my picks lately.
Do you even hear yourself, dude? Your picks are everything, and lately is always.
Yes, I hear myself just fine. I hear a discriminating gentleman's melodious voice, and it strikes my ears as the voice of reason. Say, here's one I'm pretty excited about. Have you heard of this Avatar Jam? It's coming out next year. Avatar, the highest grossing movie in history.
Nah, this thing's gonna be shit.
Or is it still that?
You mean the blue
overtake it? I don't know.
I think Endgame overtook it, like, barely. You mean the blue furry shit?
One of the highest. No, man, it's not blue furry shit. Far from it. Get this. It's about this paralyzed fellow who's down on his luck and longs for adventure. And he finds it. But it is far away on an enchanted planet rich with coveted treasures. And adventure is not all that he finds. Oh no, he also finds romance. A beautiful blue woman from the wild teaches him the ways of her savage culture and also the ways of alien love. Together they frolic in the forest whilst sharing primal intimacy through magical sexual escapades.
Ah ha ha ha.
What's so funny, wise guy?
To borrow from one of the most benighted sectors of your zeitgeist, that was so gay.
Excuse me, but I fail to see what could possibly be gay about some huge, elegant, blue-man and woman having a really spiritual intercourse with their tails or something.
Well, yeah, obviously not literally. Jake, where I'm from, that word hasn't been used as a pejorative or even much at all in a really long fucking time.
But you're from friggin' Texas, aren't you?
Yes, but not exactly.
Oh, stop being such a cryptic troll all the time. Anyway, Avatar looks spectacular, and I think my preemptive review is spot on. The bloody end.
Okay, but you just said that about she said about those furries was gay as hell. It's time to face the facts.
You are just treating my great taste in flicks to your aloof, hipstery disdain as usual. You don't know anything about that movie. Maybe you'll like it.
Nah, I saw it already. That movie sucked. The smelliest shit from the ugliest butt. Sorry, man.
Well, now I know you're just trolling me. It won't be out for another year.
Right. Here,
Yeah,
let me send you the rest of this robot already. Oh shit, yeah, because they don't know that each other are at completely different times.
Yeah.
You spent too long alone on that island as is. I kind of worry about you. Man can only spend so much time in the middle of the damn ocean with nothing but pop culture detritus and his own thoughts to keep him company.
Alrighty. I hope it won't be as difficult to finish building as the rest of us to assemble.
Nah, just screw the thing on and it's ready to go.
Capital. Scoot the noggin my way you're ready then.
Oh cool, it worked.
You nerd. Has got your slick Japanese spectacles and everything. Why is this metal man before me? Wait, why is this a metal man before me, or is it none other than the Dirk Strider himself in my room?
One thing at a time, bro. I haven't quite figured out a way to get myself there yet.
It almost sounds like this is something you've given some thought. Okay. Oh my god.
Okay, well, I don't know what you're implying there, but don't you snap that sucker on that torso. But why don't you snap that sucker on the torso and fire it up?
Dirk's thought about trying to send himself to Jake. Ah!
Hog.
That's some gay shit there. Alright.
That's gay as fuck.
I continue to boggle vacantly at your technical shenanigans. Your crack for gadgetry seems to surpass even my grandma's, and she was like this big tech time gizmo legend. How do you even do this stuff?
How do you even do this stuff? I guess from your perspective, I must seem hells of overpowered in a bunch of ways. Which I kinda am. Like with a ninja sword, I'm basically nuts, okay?
If you say so, buddy, I can believe it.
Yeah, but when it comes to building stuff, you're probably overstating things. Like, for example, if you told someone 100 years ago you could build a computer, they'd probably be like, whoa, shit, look at this fucking genius. Well, actually, first of all, they'd say, what's a computer? I only know what horses and diseases are and shit like that. Once you actually tell them what computers are, Jesus, dick, you're a wizard. But from your perspective, you know it's not a big deal to build a computer. You just go online, buy a case and a motherboard and some other shit and put it all together. It's not like you're smelling the goddamn silicone in your basement and making chips in your hermetically sealed, dust-free garage.
Yeah, but come on, it's not like you're from a century in the future.
Wait, what? It's actually 2 centuries in the future.
It's actually 4 centuries.
Is it? Oh yeah, shit, it is 4 centuries, isn't it? Well, no. Well, yes, actually.
Oh no, it's 4 centuries.
Well, no.
Not one. No, my quaint man of the past. Pardon me, but do I sound like some trolley car bellwether toiling in the heart of the mustache belt from the rough and tumble year of 1909?
You said ironically.
Unironically.
You said unironically. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Give me some credit, man, some to yourself as well. You're too modest about all this robotics noise.
I don't know. I have a lot of time to work on stuff, I guess. There are a lot of irons. You know where they are? Here's a hint. It's a pretty hot place.
The kitchen?
Sure, I keep irons there too, but most of them are in the fire.
Oh, of course. Fire is quite notoriously the hottest thing there is. A tip-top locale for the whole mess of irons.
True that. I actually have so much to do and think about. One of my current projects hopefully will address that very issue. Gonna make an AI replica of my own mind. He can share some of the load as well as make a decent intellectual sparring partner, ideally.
This is Jake's 13th birthday, so...
Not that my conversations with you aren't uniquely rad, but you know what I mean.
See, again, I think you're downplaying a pretty neat accomplishment if you ask me.
We'll see.
Does that mean I'll have to deal with 2 Dirks? One who is more machine than man, another who is a computer program you made?
Ugh, man. That's
Love
a
it.
super joke, but I'm guessing you won't be hearing much from the program. Probably won't play a significant role in either of our lives. I have my doubts it'll be a successful project, but who knows?
I'd wager a tidy some of the results of the endeavor will be sensational. I believe in you.
Thank you for believing in me. You do?
Sure, bro, I always have. You've helped me out a lot and been a good friend for ages. What?
Well, I wasn't sure about me doing this today, but if it's true that you do believe in me, then I guess fuck it, why not?
Why not? What?
I guess call it an extra birthday present, but instead of a present that's awesome, consider it more like a weird confession that may change the way you feel about me. Oh shit!
Whoa, Dirk, are you saying what I think?
What do you think I'm saying here?
Never mind. Sorry for interrupting. Should I sit down for this? I don't know what to do. Wait, I already am sitting down. Maybe I should stand up?
Nah, just chill, stand up, sit down, whatever. Here's the thing. You know all these painfully obvious hints I've been dropping that always seem to be flying over your head?
Maybe? I think I need a towel or something.
About me being from the future?
Oh, yes. I think so.
Well, those weren't jokes. It's true.
What?
So man, they know.
Are you actually serious?
Yes.
Maybe they don't believe them or something.
Maybe.
I don't know. We'll see. So, like, you are from a century in the future?
No, more like 4 centuries. The year 2422, or as we say contemporarily, 411 PC, post-condescension.
Fuck! 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 Wait a second.
Wait a second.
Right now, right?
Yeah.
It's supposed to, because this is their 13th birthday, so this is 2009, right?
Yeah.
So 400. It's 411.
It's 413.
No, actually.
Yes, it is. It's 13 years, isn't it? In between 2009 and 2000.
I mean, yes, but 411 years ago, it was. Oh yeah. Oh, I see. Yeah, they're from 413 years in the future. Yes, they're 413 years apart. Which is another revelation that's pretty cool. But what I was gonna say is 2422 minus 411 is 2011. So apparently 2011 is the year that the Condis takes over.
Shit.
And it was 2011, Jane's birthday in 2011. Not Jane's birthday. Is it Jane's birthday? No, it was just it wasn't Jane's birthday.
Jane's birthday, wasn't it?
I don't think it was Jane's birthday. I think it was just the release of the alpha. 11/11/2011. And then as soon as she entered, I'm pretty sure that's when the Condis took over.
Maybe.
When the ship showed up.
Anyhow.
Wow, I must say this is not the announcement I was expecting. Yeah, Jake was expecting Dirk to confess his feelings.
Yeah.
And Jake probably was going to say yes. So you are a time traveler from 2422 here to help me build robots or something?
No, I can't time travel. I can only send things through time occasionally. I actually live here in the future alone in my apartment. I can send messages to you in the past, though, like I'm doing now.
How?
Years ago, our alien friend sent me a special chat client. It's basically just pester chum with some sort of alien technology embedded. It's specifically wired to communicate with your time period as hours go by for me. The time it sends messages to also increment by the same amount, so we communicate in lockstep, as if we both existed in the present. She said it was important for Roxy and I to begin communicating with you and Jane. This is how we all became friends.
Wait, you and Roxy?
Yeah, she lives in the future too, though we live nowhere near each other. I asked her to refrain from telling telling either of you. I wanted to be the one to let you know and wait for the right moment.
Holy fucking mackerel, this is amazing.
So, you really are trusting me about this, just like that? No second thought?
Well, yeah, sure, man, why not? What? Wait, it's not a prank, is it?
Nah, this will be a very shitty and boring prank. I promise it isn't.
Then heck yes, I believe it to frickin' pieces. It's an awesome thing to be true.
Haha.
So what's the far-flung future like? Some sort of crazy robo-paradise?
I'd say quite the opposite. Not quite, but they're definitely robots.
Oh man, what are your movies like in the future? I bet there's some real cinematic humdingers, like holographic stuff, or shit you plug directly into your brain pod, right? Wait, you do have brain pods, right?
No, we just have we don't have brain pods because there aren't. Those aren't a thing. You just made that up, and there are no movies in the future. There are no humans either. They all went extinct. Roxy and I are the only ones left, as far as we know.
Oh,
Wait, what?
Okay.
So everybody's dead.
Well, shit. Dirk, this story got so much less awesome. Is it too late to backpedal and believing it before I start to cry?
No, dude, it's too late. Tears ahoy. This motherfucker gets sad. Do you want to know what happened?
Sure do. Let me just finish putting this steel melon on my robot, and then I'm all ears.
Jake, complete robot.
Wow. So maybe like Jake knows, but or Jane doesn't. Like refuses to believe it, or they just didn't tell Jane for some reason.
I don't know.
Because Jane seemed to be unknowing of it, and with how Roxy was like, she doesn't believe me or whatever.
Maybe, I don't know.
There, he is finished. Look at this spanking iron friend from the future. He is perfect. Oh shoot, Dirk. He just got blurry and disappeared. What the actual fuck?
Don't worry, that's normal. Upon activation, he goes into stalking mode.
Yes, he was in stalking mode.
Yes, he will stalk you in the jungle and strike when he guards down.
What? That's crazy. Why would I want that?
Didn't you want someone to get in scrums with?
Well, yeah, but man,
He will give you all the scrums you can handle. Trust me, this will sharpen your combat skills.
I guess you're right. I was just picturing a little good, honest roughhousing. Why does this whole thing have to sound so sketchy and nerve-wracking?
Do you want to hear my grim tales of the apocalypse or not?
Yes, you're right. Let's put issues of fisticuffs aside for now. Tell me everything about the future. So how does humanity fuck up? Is it the nuclear holocaust, or is it robots? Gotta be the robots, right? As per the Terminator.
Nah, it's more of a gradual decline in population than that, due to an insidious power grab by an aquatic alien empress, Betty fucking Crocker.
Yep. So the old alien overload story? Got it. When did she show up?
She's already there in your time period, hiding in plain sight. She's been for anywhere between 50 and 100 years. She's the Baroness of Crocker Corp, Jane's company. But of course Jane has no idea. The Baroness has been using subtle strategies to manipulate the human population through her company for a long time.
So Roxy, actually knows that the Baroness is evil.
Yep.
Jane just doesn't believe her.
Yep. And November 11, 2011, she finally made her presence known to the world, along with her agenda for global domination.
Yep. I was right after Jane entered. When the ship showed up. Geez, that is pretty scary. So in a few years she'll be in charge of everything?
No, not quite. That's just when the world finally sees her for the threat she is. She would continue to gain power by exploiting various institutions and the media from within. It would take the next several decades for her to claim the throne as Earth's absolute ruler. Her march to domination was facilitated by a number of scumbag sympathizers and opposed by a few brave rebels, including my ancestor, Roxy Stew. I think your ancestor qualifies as one too. In fact, I'm sure she must have been the first member of the covert opposition movement.
So Dave and Rose. Yep.
Dave and Rose.
Dave and Rose, who are alive currently in Jake and Jane's time.
Yeah.
When 2011 happens and they enter the medium, Dave and Rose are on Earth, and Dave uses the Sweetburn Hell Jeff media to rifle Crocker Corp and all that. Holy shit, that's so cool! Alright. My grandma, I do remember when I was very young, she would tell me stories of the wicked woman who raised her. Was she the evil alien?
Yep, there's a whole story right there, most of which is shrouded in rumor and urban legend. But before we get sidetracked by any of that, I'll try to cover the big picture to give you a sense of all that batshit lunacy that follows the Sea Hag's power play.
Oh boy.
Nobody at the time knew what the fuck she wanted to accomplish or what her actual motives were. But in retrospect, it became clear when she was trying to essentially restore the conditions of her old home, which she used to rule over as well. She began instituting these crazy laws. First of all, people weren't allowed to reproduce. She found our unusual method of procreation revolting, and anyone who engaged in it was punished by death. But she still needed an ongoing population of subjects to abuse as to propagate the race. She set up this weird system. At random intervals, every citizen would be required to supply their genetic material to drones. That DNA would be collected and combined in some way. Many years later, long after the original donors had died, clones would be spawned from their DNA, so no one would ever be able to know who their parents were, or be able to trace their lineage. It was only through a bit of good fortune that Roxy and I were able to discover who our ancestors were.
Oh my god, she's just implementing troll stuff in this society.
She is. She is a troll, though.
God
so
damn
it makes sense.
I know. Exactly. The rebels you mentioned, are they alive right now? I mean, in my time?
Yes.
Oh, I'm very curious about them and also my grandma.
I'll get to them, don't worry. Anyway, her imperious condescension turned out to be especially cruel to her human subjects. I'm sure her rule was no picnic on her homeworld, but I think she resented humans' biological incompatibility with the ideal empire she envisioned and became frustrated. Humanity wasn't even really her first choice for rule. There are reports that she attempted to clone members of her own species and replace the human population with them, but they all died.
What happened to them?
The rumors...
That's why there are Lucises here.
Yep. The rumors say it was her own pet who killed them. See, she traveled from her
Glub
to Earth in this...
The vast glub!
Yes, the vast glub. Earth in this huge red space ark. And in it, she had gathered thousands of creatures from her planet. I'm guessing to save them from extinction. This, more than anything, has led me to speculate that some cataclysm happened on her home world, and she moved on to greener pastures to rebuild her empire. She bred all these creatures in secret, increasing their numbers, preparing for her eventual takeover. Each monster, or Lucis Naturae, was meant to... Naturae, whatever. Was meant to be the
Giving you life, my Lucis Naturae, open your eyes.
Was meant to be kind of...
I use the Ruby song to remember.
Wow.
It's a good song.
It is a good song. Was meant to be kind of a caretaker for the young. You can see where the dramatic schism between our species and hers begins, and also why she had a reputation for being quite insane. But she also happens to have this one humongous sea monster, Lucis, that is like her own personal bodyguard and kind of a secret weapon. But it turns out the thing is kind of an enigma, sort of a double-edged eldritch horror. As much in her service as it is calling the shots in some unfathomable way. Every time she tried to resurrect her race, it would slaughter them all physically. Psychically. As if it was keeping her ambition in check, or so the story goes.
Wait, these beasts tend to the young? I can tell from first-hand experience that the monsters are totally rotten at taking care of kids. They do a bang-up job of making them scared, though.
Exactly, the plan was beyond shitty.
So does that mean you and Rox are raised by these things?
Nope, it was a very short-lived experiment centuries ago. Humans just don't have the same evolutionary symbiosis with those things that a race had. Turns out a bunch of fucking alien monsters have no interest whatsoever in taking care of human babies. Mostly just wind up eating them, or at best just abandoning them. Later she instated a Lucidroid system to serve the same function as she began phasing in more robotic solutions in favor of all this ill-conceived biotech nonsense that always did nothing but backfire.
There's the Imperial drone.
Yep. Even drones were replaced with robotic versions. I imagine they were just easier to produce and control, since she'd given up hope of perfectly mirroring her own civilization in all its convoluted symbiotic glory. But not without a good fight, and not without taking her frustrations out on the human population. She attempted to enforce blood casting through efforts to genetically alter people's blood color. That was an ugly chapter. A lot of fucking people died from that debacle. Over the last 400 years, the population just got smaller and smaller from these atrocities piling up. But she clearly didn't give a shit. All the while, the amount of dry land kept shrinking due to the gradual flooding. Soon there was hardly anywhere left to live, and then that was that. No more people.
Jesus Christ. Damn, wait, flooding?
Oh yeah. I probably should have mentioned this up front. One of the first things she did while in power was begin melting the ice caps. It took a while, but eventually the whole world flooded. That's how it is now. It's totally soaked up in this bitch.
Wow, like the epic Kevin Costner film?
Almost exactly, especially by the same degree of shittiness.
Is that Waterworld? Is that the name of that film? I know remember. Waterworld is a movie that I've seen. I don't know if Kevin Costner is related. Let me look it up. Yep. Oh, no. Yep. Kevin Costner. Waterworld. I called it.
Nice.
Oh my god. I've seen Waterworld. This has been like many years. But after the melting of the polar ice caps, most of the globe is underwater. Some humans have survived, and even fewer still, notably the mariner, Kevin Costner, have adapted to the oceans by developing gills. A water by nature, etc. It's definitely a movie worth of John's taste, but it's got 3.5 stars. I'm very proud of myself that I caught that though. Holy shit! All right, let's go.
That is pretty cool. You're used to the taste. Welcome it even. That takes about 15 days in a row of hard piss drinking though.
What, you didn't? You missed the almost exactly.
No, I already read that.
Oh, well then I didn't say. Oh man, does that mean you have to drink your own pee?
Get used to the taste. Welcome it even. That takes about 15 days in a row of hard piss drinking though.
You know, dude. No, you.
Relax, I don't drink any goddamn piss, okay?
Oh, okay. Well, I guess your loose ice droid thingy sees to it that you have fresh water.
Nope, those stopped being a thing a long time ago too. Once humans went extinct.
Ah, I thought. Well, who raised you then?
Nobody, man. I raised my damn self.
Jesus, Christopher Kringlefucker, and here I thought I was Rug.
You're still pretty rugged. You're just a fucking dork about it.
That's true.
I guess I did have Cal looking after me. Let's not discount the rad service of the Seaman, okay?
Heaven forbid. And what about Roxy?
Pretty sure the Carapacians took care of her when she was young.
Wait, the what's-its?
Right. Another thing I forgot to mention, there are a lot of these humanoid creatures with hard shells, some black, some white. As humanity was dwindling due to an increasingly whimsical and psychopathic Condis, she began introducing more of the Carapacians onto the scene.
Okay, so those black ones that were invading Roxy's place were probably, like, just people who, like exiles, you know, from the community.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Are they aliens too?
Sort of. They're definitely from other planets, so yeah, really the deal with where they came from is a whole story for another time. But the bottom line is at some point, somehow, she started herding a bunch of them from their own homeworld onto Earth and multiplying them. Something like 100 years ago, it became clear she favored these guys more than humans as her subject. So, they're very loyal and seem genuinely dedicated to serving her. Must be what they were bred for. She still treats them like shit, though, unsurprisingly. All these colonies started sprouting up like these modular cities floating on the water. It probably sounds cooler than it is, but they're basically slums. That's where they tend to live in large numbers. Roxy lives in one of these colonies. It's about 2,000 miles from where I am.
Good gravy. Those are exotic circumstances. And here I was thinking I had the most exciting and adventurous life. Turns out I'm just some chump in a boring-ass monster island in the silly old pre-apocalypse.
For what it's worth, I think it ought to be more interesting living in the 21st century than the 25th. Like, it's really no contest.
You're probably right. I'd be really keen on talking to Roxy about this, too. I'm very curious about her experiences as a future lady with all the the hard-shell folk. I must say Carapace. Hard-shell folk. I must say it turns my previous perception of your lives right on its friggin' ear.
Man, she would love to talk to you about all this. She hates keeping secrets. It's been killing her not to spill all these fucking beans way the hell prematurely.
Like, what is even your day-to-day business like in the sea Hitler's water apocalypse? Excuse me?
Well, I mostly shit around in my apartment all day, building stuff, reading about history, and flipping out with my sword. Sometimes I go fishing and check out the underwater ruins. She has plenty of useless fucking around too, but at least she's got a neighborhood. She also uses one of her gadgets to gank vegetables and stuff from the past. She tries to feed the hungry neighbors whatever she can scrounge up.
I can't get over sea Hitler's water apocalypse.
Listen, it's a very, very, very good description. See Hitler's water apocalypse is exactly what's happening.
My God. Those are amazing stories. I'm so lucky to have friends like you. Oh snap, what about Jane? Have you told her?
Jane is... No, I haven't. We've dropped some hints and tested her willingness to believe something like that. It's just not gonna fly.
That's what I thought.
It's way too much drop on somebody all at once if they aren't receptive.
True, but it seems a shame to keep her out of the loop.
Well, tell her whatever you want. She'll likely think she's being fucked with. Personally, I wouldn't bother trying too hard to convince her. There's no point in alienating her. Someday she'll be ready to believe things.
Okay, well, wow, I still have so many questions. It's incredible this is all going to happen right around the corner. I don't know if I'm ready.
Like I said, the change will be a little more gradual than that, more clandestine. She'll exploit the fear caused by our revelation of the world to create intended reactions within governments and media, and her great agents embedded on the inside will help nudge things in the direction she wants. Then 20-some years down the road, without anyone suspecting a thing, she'll suddenly be in complete control, and Earth will be fucked.
I want to join the opposition. Fuck this witch. I have lots of guns and reckless bravado, and I want to stop her. I'll pick up where my grandma left off.
Well, aside from the main reasons that won't happen, which I won't get into, it still wouldn't be a good idea.
Oh shit, why not?
Because people way better at this than you tried and died. You said you wanted to hear about our ancestors. Shit.
Heck yes, bro.
Well, how much do you actually know about your grandma? What have you read and what do you remember?
My memory of her is pretty foggy. I do know she loved adventure just like me. That's why she was exploring this island and raising me here when she died. She was a fair markswoman and knew her way around an atom or two. Pretty sure her company made a tidy fortune till it went belly up. At least I still have a few of her knickknacks for keepsakes. And as you confirmed, she was raised by that evil spinster. But then again, from some of the things my pen pal has said, it kind of throws some of the details into question, so I don't know what to think.
I don't know what the deal is with your pen pal either, and I'm not really prepared to speculate on that right now. But I'm privy to a shitload of historical data I can share. What's the last thing you remember about her?
It was the night I found her dead. Oh gosh!
No.
And by dead, it means someone killed her.
Yeah.
She'd gone off to study the ruins one day. I'm pretty sure there was purpose on this island, to study the technology here and solve all of the astonishing mysteries. She even built that big fancy house we used to live in, so I guess she really wanted to settle here for a while. But she didn't come home from her expedition for a couple of days, so I started to get worried. I followed the trail we usually take to the lagoon, while keeping my eyes peeled for monsters, but instead I found her lying there dead. I think a monster caught her off guard. There were 3 big fang marks in the body, and a trail of blood along the path. It looked like she was trying to get home, but... Jay?
What?
Jay?
Yeah?
I don't think they were fang marks.
I don't think so either.
I think they were 3 prongs from a certain trident.
Yeah.
It looked like before succumbing to the injury. Before I could even do anything about it, I heard an explosion. I looked back at the hill and my house was gone.
Oof. A cinch out for home.
Just a big puff of smoke where it was standing. So I lived alone in the jungle ever since.
Huh. Well, I wondered about all
Welcome to
that.
the jungle.
We got funny games. We got anything you want. Some games. You don't even know the lyrics.
No, because I played it in band.
Jungle. Welcome to the jungle. Knees. I want to hear you bleed. Sorry.
I don't know all the words because we played it in band a couple years ago. But I'm sorry. Okay.
Listen, the original's a great song.
It is. I've heard it a couple times.
I've wondered about all that.
Well, you never asked.
Oh, I know, I would have, but asking you about your past would have just been inviting you to do the same. You know how it goes.
Indeed.
For the record, I don't think there were fang marks on the body, dude.
No? I told you so.
Finish the story first, then what?
Oh, there's not much more to it. Oh, sorry. Oh, there's not much more to it. I had to deal with deal with Grandma's body. Also, first of all, that's a very fucking sad picture.
Look at how
Holy
sad
shit.
he is. He's just sitting there by himself.
Probably burning his grandma's body.
Yep.
I would have loved to give a proper dignified memorial like Jane's granddad thought. God, Jane is so lucky, and every day in her household must be like a weekend at Bernie's.
Shit. Wait, weekend at Bernie's? No.
Because John's dad is stuffed, so it's like he's there.
Yeah, John's body is just fucking stuffed.
What a riot! It must be. What a riot it must be! I'm so jealous.
Yeah, what a fucking treat. 11-room corpse party every goddamn day.
Oh my god! And then in the pre-scratch universe, Jake is been stuffed.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
It's pretty funny. I know, right? Alas, I had to dispose of her body with haste. The monsters would need her. So I just made a little campfire and burned it. I keep the ashes deep in the ruins, which is where I think she liked it best. Hopefully there isn't an earthquake or something that would knock the urn over in predictable and hilarious fashion.
No way, man. I bet my bottom boombuck this shit's eternally safe. That urn's like the Fort Knox of standing upright forever because of no accident. Oh, shit.
Okay, here's my prediction.
Flashing back to Fort Knox. No.
When Jake... Here's my prediction. When Jake enters, right? When Jake enters the medium, the urn's gonna fall into the sprite, and then G-Cat's gonna push it away.
Yep.
That's my prediction. It's gonna fall, gonna try to prototype it, and then it's gonna get pushed away by G-Cat. Alright.
Fog.
Yeah. So then after camping out the next day, I went exploring and found my room globe mostly intact, sitting in the jungle, so that's where I live since. And that's pretty much it. I sure miss my grandma, though. She was the best.
She was definitely very brave if the stories are true. Downright audacious, I'd say. Oh. Wait, look at that! That's brisket and top roast.
What?
Let's think about this. That's not...
I got nothing.
So is that who Betty
know.
Crocker is? Is a combination of those two?
Is them controlling the fairy's ancestor?
Maybe.
Is Andrew Hussie doing this?
No!
Is Hussie, like, telling them to do this?
Hussie's always been in charge.
Betty Crocker is Hussie.
Confirmed!
But seriously, though, what the fuck? I have no idea what to think about that.
Agreed.
I think this is the first time I've seen something and actually not understood it at all. Like, what?
I don't think this is the first time for me. This is definitely not the first time for me.
I mean, usually we have some sort of theory, right? But I have no idea.
By we, you mean you. Usually I'm left out in the cold, and then you're just like, oh, okay, here's what's supposed to happen. I'm like, okay, we'll listen to that.
Alright.
Anyhow. Well, like I said, she was raised by the Baroness, who was probably a worse childhood than either of us had. She wasn't related, obviously. Ain't nobody's related to a damn fish alien, except for other fish aliens, probably. She had an adopted brother, too. Life must have been miserable for both of them.
Yes, I vaguely remember
That
her
was John!
Cripes, the thing she told me now that I think about it. She said the witch was even killed her dog. Oh no! Beck!
Beck!
Right.
Beck, no!
But obviously in this universe, Beck wasn't the first guardian, but Hallie or whatever.
G-Cat.
Is that true?
I don't know. But wouldn't doubt it. There are other urban legends like she did a lot of experiment on animals and people. Mostly to do with mind control, like figuring out ways to unlock all her psychic alien potential to increase her power. Not sure if that's true or if it was actually successful though.
So what you're saying is pretty much any unspeakably horrible thing she could have done, she probably did.
Yes. Anyway, your grandma managed to run away when she was quite young. Maybe it was a traumatic event like a dog murder prompted her to flee. Who knows? Whatever the case, her bro stayed behind. The guy must have been seriously immune to witnessing fucked up shit because he wanted to be a famous comedian, a real kindly old cornball, a nicer guy you couldn't hope to meet, they say.
Wow, must have been a hell of a guy.
So,
Colonel Sassacre.
You're not making any connections there?
So this is interesting, because in this universe, Colonel Sassacre wasn't killed. Where, huh?
He's talking about John, and he doesn't understand.
Oh, the guy. Yeah, never mind. I'm just being stupid.
Because they were talking about John being a famous comedian.
Yeah. They're talking about John, yes.
Who do you think they were talking about?
I just misheard what you said real quick, but it's fine.
It's fine. Famous comedian about the age of your grandma inheriting the family name of the Baroness. Not ringing a bell?
What are you talking about? Dirk, stop speaking in riddles and keep telling the story. I'm on the tenterhooks here.
Okay, well, it's not like it's that important. Just a super obvious thing that'll probably occur to you later when you're looking in the fridge you don't have. At which point you'll feel like an idiot.
Oh my god, can you be one opaque motherfucker? Just clue me in, bro.
Nah, it'll be funnier this way.
Strider!
Moving on.
God damn it. And Skynet is, of course, controlled by Lord English somehow.
That kid had kept the family name, but obviously your grandma didn't. She must have held a grudge against the Baroness her whole life. Started by taking a different name. Who knew who name she knew would stick in her craw.
Ooh. Oh, I remember this. I believe she said the witch used to be married to a terrible man named English. Oh, shit. So because the witch really hated that guy, she took on his name as a sort of big old fuck you to the woman?
That's probably close to the truth, but it sounds like that kind of story of the kind of story an old lady tells her young grandson in a way of he would understand, or at least wouldn't scare the shit out of him. What I've read is something much more sinister as usual. There's supposedly only one thing the Baroness fears, and your grandma learned of this somehow. Wasn't an ex-husband, though. It was her superior. Some kind of demon, or another alien. No one really knows, but he went by the name English. He's supposedly even more brutal than she is, if you can believe that.
Oh my god. Okay, we got an answer.
Yep.
So named after a demon. What kind of demon is named English anyway?
What kind of alien is named Crocker? It's probably just a name he stole from someone else, like the Baroness did.
Not quite. I guess it's kind of a cool thing to be named after a demon. Who's so scary, even the witch is afraid of him.
Yeah, well, your grandma thought so. Everything she did in life thereafter seemed to be an effort to piss off the Battle Witch. Like starting a competing tech company, heavily branded in a way that was presumably intended to remind the Baroness of her boss. Like with skulls and garish colors and shit. The dude's some kind of skull monster, I guess.
So she started Skynet and like modeled it after Lord English just to piss her off. It's not actually
That's
related
so
to Lord
perfect.
English.
Dude, that's so fucking perfect.
That's amazing. That makes me so happy. That's the best explanation for his name we could have had. I love skulls.
I know. Hope you would do.
Hope you would. Oh, no, it's hope you would do. It's Dave's place.
Yeah. It was definitely brave on her part, but ultimately it got her a bankrupt company, blown up house, and a fork through the torso for her trouble. She must have been the first to understand how dangerous the Baroness was, while acting in covert opposition. Others will follow and continue to, as of now, in your time period.
These are your ancestors?
Yeah, mine and Roxy's were among them.
Anyone I've heard of?
They were among us? No, I'm just kidding. Of course, all these fuckers are totally famous, obviously.
Oh, sure, obviously.
We talked about the guy I'm genetically derived from a lot, actually. Like, you know, every time I ever talk about my bro.
That's Zix, of course. With all your future mindfuckery, you made me completely forget about your vaunted Hollywood sibling. I should have asked where he fit into the picture if you were raised alone. I guess, I can be a dumb as a bag of penny candy sometimes.
Sometimes, other times you're on point like a bag of the nickel shit.
Whoa, now those are the sweets Captain reserved for millionaires. Such flattery.
Such flattery.
Such flattery.
Such flattery! Okay.
Such flattery.
Okay, what we're saying stopped meaning anything, so I'll continue.
Right, so then he was never actually a bro?
No, that's just the kind of how I view him. Lon took a more maternal view of her ancestor. The lady who wrote all the dreary wizard books, I presume. Wait, no, shit! Ah!
I don't understand how you do that when they're different colors.
I'm just an idiot. Listen, you did it so much in Doki Doki, and I don't understand how you did it.
Yeah, but they're not different colors.
So they are different names.
I don't read the names. The lady who wrote all the dreary wizard books, I presume.
I'm actually colorblind, so that feels like a very personal attack.
You don't care. Just kidding.
Thanks. Do you hear that, colorblind people? Ian doesn't care.
Get over your disabilities.
Why can't they just, like, see color, those fucking degenerates?
You just fucking see color. Just spend a bunch of money on those colorblind glasses.
Dude, so sometimes the glasses don't even fucking work. Yeah, the Coddle series.
Well, then get good.
Ever read it? The fucking Coddle, dude.
The complacency of the learned.
Oh, shit. The twins. They're twins. Is that Hussie?
No.
Who is that?
Calmasis?
Maybe.
The main character from Coddle?
I'm not sure.
I don't know. No, I tried. It's too depressing and also kind of impossible to understand. I told Roxy I liked it, though I didn't. Though I didn't want to hurt her feelings, so I didn't. Don't say it. Don't say it like that. I think I'll wait for the movies to come out. I bet I'll like those better.
You don't say.
I do say. Hey, you must have seen them. What being in the future? Are they good?
They're not.
Food. That like I could even believe you. Derek, you should send Jake the movies.
Yeah, but that's spoilers.
But nobody cares about causal spoilers.
I care about causal spoilers. So now you can't say nobody cares about causal spoilers.
Well, I mean, Yu cares, but like lowercase, capital Yu cares about causal spoilers.
Mary Jane cares about causal spoilers.
If you say so.
Mary Jane's over there like, I don't give a fuck. Anyhow. The books are pretty interesting, though, but somewhat dense. Were supposedly heavily allegorical, veiled representations of cosmic events surrounding the witch and her boss and how all this came about. It's the kind of thing you wouldn't pick up on unless you were someone who understood what happened. Like the Condis, which was kind of the point. I think it was her way of letting the witch know, I'm on to you. In the early days of the resistance movement, they both opposed her more indirectly through their art, like critics of tyrannical governments often used to. They had to be careful, didn't want to make big waves too early. My bro did this too with his many fine films. Practically everything was a symbol for something. Oh my god, because they was talking about him fucking fighting the government with his fucking Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff movies.
Yep.
I hate that. I hate that so much.
Love it.
I don't know why you love it, but I guess you can love whatever you want. It is a free country, after all.
So good.
Critics of tyrannical, practically everything was a symbol for something. Either in mockery of the Batter Witch or conveying some hidden message to its audience. The Batter Witch attempted to kill me the other day. That was fun. Each film was always rigorously picked part of its head-scratching symbolic meaning, but he managed to accomplish all that without ever compromising the purity of the ironic vision, which I think was admirable. Ben Stiller and Owen Wilson. Yes.
Movovi. It's no longer a Moiv. Now it's a Movovi.
Moiv.
It's a Movovi now.
Moivovi.
Movovi. Fuck yes, the spy films rule. Screw the haters, that's what I say.
You also say that about Weekend at Bernie's.
Man, that is scandalous mischaracterization. Nobody hates Weekend at Bernie's.
I hate Weekend at
Web films
Bernie's.
are generally regarded as so unremarkably mediocre that they don't even attract any trolls who care enough to shit on it. Believe me, I've tried to get on debates with people about it.
Yeah, you pretty much two shit the fuck out of that. We are definitely in agreement about my bro's films as the masterstrokes they were. He's kept cranking them out too. He really stepped up production after 11/11/11. Even though the cat was finally out of the bag, he was very dedicated to his craft.
Dang, I can hardly wait to see them.
Yeah, I'm very dedicated to my craft. Minecraft! No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I wouldn't hold your breath about that.
Oh, why not?
Man, fuck it, I'll just send you them. No! I told you, spoilers! Just keep a lid on them. We don't need any weird causality shit rearing its head here. That would be dumb.
I will guard each glistening compression artifact with my life, as if a jewel pilfered from a tomb.
Which was the last you saw?
Well, there was Spaj the Movovi, and then and Spaj the film. Oh yeah, and then Spaj the Moval. I think Spaj the Moiv is still in production, right? Okay, I see. But honestly, I get confused about which particular misspelling is attributed to which film, or even if I'm getting the misspellings right.
Movi, the Moval, the fucking Moiv. The key to sorting it all out is to understand it doesn't actually matter. Through video streaming services, he would frequently set it up so that buying a certain title would ship you the wrong film. And often titles for movies were available for sale that just straight up didn't exist, or would be sold for dollar amounts that made no sense, like is that 2,890.1?
I think?
$2,890.01. And sometimes buying a download would actually deposit money into your account instead of deducting from it. It's all part of the experience. So he's just too big brain for us, is what you're saying.
Yep. Spider-Girl. Your forebears are certainly entrepreneurial if nothing else. I can get behind the idea of making a killing if it means I get to be as good at doing adventures as I hope to be. Did they ever bring the battle to the witch's doorstep, or were the blows dealt strictly through public masquerades and theatrics?
Yeah, they got pretty deep into the shit eventually. They were both very skilled combatants. I'm pretty sure she had some weird powers too. Like magic?
Powers, you say?
Communion with occult forces, something like that. She knew things, had visions. That's why she was able to write those books. And more importantly, why Roxy and I were able to survive here.
How?
They knew we'd be here someday, so they prepared for our arrival. I live in what used to be my bro's old apartment 400 years ago. The whole city is gone, this one unit was somehow protected. He left some supplies for me here, like a lifetime supply of orange soda in the crawl space, along with a fuck ton of Splash merch. It was like discovering my own personal holocaust of bulbous foot-jutting bottoms. Plus some weapons, some other gear, and a killer pair of shades. Roxy's mom used to live in her place too, and left some stuff she might need lying around. This was way before there were Carapacian colonies, though. I think her house must have been a kind of kernelized structure, like a potential colony, something built to undergo modular self-replication if activated. I'm sure her mom knew that. It's been a good way for rocks to blend in. Stick out like a sore thumb here, of course, but it hasn't really been a problem yet, until you have to fight all those fucking robots.
So they knew you would show up in the future, but that's in the future from this conversation.
Yep.
So they knew you would show up in the future someday and prepared for that. Doesn't that mean they also know that they weren't going to be able to stop the witch?
Probably, but they went out fighting anyway.
Wow, it's brave and kind of sad.
Yeah, but wouldn't you?
Of course, you always go down guns blazing. That's what a hero does when he loves adventure and has guns. If there's one thing movies have taught me, it's besides the fact that a guy's using a corpse as a silly puppet is freaking hilarious. It is that fact.
It's not like their rebellion was totally futile. They took a lot of shitheads down with them.
Who?
Sympathizers.
Ugh, just the thought of such scoundrels turns my stomach.
They should. In order for you to understand, I'll have to fill you in on the ridiculous final grasp of human civilization, taking place over the several decades leading up to its absolute enslavement. The decades which immediately followed the rebranding. Guy Fieri! As I mentioned, Crocker Corp's rebranding on 3/11, as it was often referred to in the news, totally changed everything. It marked the beginning of a completely shameless downward spiral of Western civilization through a series of events that were probably hard to notice at the time, but quite glaring when evaluated historically. Though the Baroness made very few substantive gestures of aggression, the global fear of her looming threat would trigger all the changes she needed. Governments prepared for war as if to defend against the invading alien army she undoubtedly commanded. But of course she had no army. She was always the only one of her kind. Instead, the world powers were only setting about to build her armies for her. The media deteriorated into this preposterous circus that was in all practical ways inseparable from the power base and government institutions. Popular entertainers became dangerous demagogues, and their roles in the media blurred with those of executive authority, and the most dangerous were the ones who fed into the fear and hysteria most effectively. These tended to be plants, unscrupulous shills paid by the Baroness to move her agenda forward.
Dang, I would like to think I'll not be suckered by their silvery tongues whenever they come along.
Well, the thing is, most of them are already on the scene in your time.
Who?
Ever hear of Guy Fieri?
No, I don't think so.
You're fortunate then. He was an especially degenerate piece of filth. He used his connections and got to wriggle into the spotlight and then onto other positions of power. Somehow landed on the U.S. Supreme Court over the years. All the justices started mysteriously disappearing without being replaced. After helping rewrite the Constitution and form an incomprehensible patchwork of fascism, theocratic mandates, recipes, and bad rap lyrics, he weaseled his way up to the ranks to become the High Chaplain of Interstellar War. I'm just gonna cut to the chase because this isn't a big history lesson here. He eventually came to be regarded as the third and final Antichrist. No other human in history was responsible for more death and suffering.
Holy shit!
No! Please don't tell me
ICP?
ICP, there's no way ICP actually got into the White House.
Oh my god, that Boris Kerr.
Yes, it's exactly the phrase I would use to describe someone responsible for the extermination of 5 billion people. It was just so uncivilized of him.
How could such an atrocity be allowed to happen? Was his personal magnetism really overwhelming?
Maybe overwhelming in the wrong direction, yeah. But it didn't happen overnight. It was a gradual decline in the integrity of the system that allowed it. Eventually the wheels came off and the political scene mirrored the absurdity of the media circus. By the time Presidents Jay and Dope were elected, Western civilization had officially fucked itself over, and I think everyone knew
Jay and Shaggy to Dope. Holy shit.
There's no way Presidents Jay and Dope exist. That's not okay. That's just so not okay. That can't be canon. No, that can't be canon. Presidents Jay and Dope.
Oh no, when does that happen?
2024, the last free election the world would ever have.
So, like, they were in the ticket together as president and vice president?
No, man, they were both the president. They were the first dual presidents of the United States of America. Also the last. They were also the first and last Juggalo presidents. The founding fathers warned us about this, but nobody listened. Don't let Juggalos be presidents.
What exactly?
The mirthful executives, George Washington, had prophetic nightmares about them. He tried to warn people and get language amended to the Constitution to prevent it, like forbidding the election of what he famously described as a pair of salty bards, or unruly jesters given the sweet drink. But everyone just thought he toked too hard on the colonial cannabis or whatever.
Oh my god. Mirthful executive.
This isn't okay.
I told you, bro. I warned you about.
I told you that the president's J and dope would happen. No, like he like looks into the future and he's like, wait.
Yeah.
There's no way.
I'm not sure I follow. They're like, these are like clown presidents or such.
Yes, they were a shitty rap duo from your time, but they ran a hell of a campaign. Then the Juggalo Party had gotten huge, while the numerous other candidates split the moderate vote. They retained a very energized and devoted base. You could say their party had a big tent.
Dirk, I really dislike the future you were describing.
Hey, me too. They were slipping into office on a wave of Fago, and the presidential inauguration was the biggest gathering of the Juggalos of all time.
The Gathering of the Juggalos. Oh my god, my dad has told me stories about the Gathering of the Juggalos.
They all hosed each other down on the White House lawn with shitty soda. The DC and the Capitol thereafter officially stood for Dark Carnival. Of course, their campaign was helped considerably by having support from the Baroness. In retrospect, people developed the impression that it was all a part of her sick sense of humor. There was a sense that she just loved the idea of delegating the extreme subjugation. This must mean that Gamzee has some type of power. Subjugation of the world's population to a pair of demented clown rappers. Some have speculated this was just another way she was attempting to resurrect her previous model of governance, though it seems kind of far-fetched to me. Who the fuck ever heard of an alien juggalo? To me, this is about as stupid as the crackpot theories get.
God damn it.
No.
God damn it.
No. Presidents J and Dope.
J.
No way Dave fought J and Dope. No way.
Yes, but J.
What?
J.
Yes.
Who sent Dave, pre-scratch, the Miracles video?
Wait.
We made a point about this where we saw it and we're like, wait a second, what the fuck?
Wasn't it Dirk?
It was Betty Crocker.
Oh shit! Oh no.
Betty Crocker apparently sent Dave, pre-scratch, the Miracles video.
Oh no.
What the fuck? Alright, well, Dave is strafing with Violent J and Jaggy to Dope, the presidents. And we got... I still don't really know what a juggalo is. Do they juggle?
Oh, Jake. If only you knew. Don't worry about it. People are less prepared for a double juggalo presidency than they ever imagined. I've been going to get into all the horrifying details. Trust me, you just start to feel dirty reading about it. From the moment Fieri held up the Bible to swear them in, the three of them proceeded to publicly defecate on it while freestyling crap. That was it. Everyone in the world watching it on TV just said, well, show's over. Civilization was pretty cool, lads. The next several grueling turns of their presidency was a weird combination of authoritarian practices. The Baroness used it as a puppet regime, while still basically giving them carte blanche to carry out their idiotic whims. Fago was pumped through the plumbing instead of tap water. The new national pastime was having type 2 diet. And the national anthem was replaced by a 3-minute high reverb audio clip of President J farting.
Jay, what the fuck is this?
Chaplain.
What are we reading?
Chaplain Fury was authorized to set up the death camps in which anyone on the planet could be imprisoned if they were not deemed sufficiently mirthful.
What the fuck is this?
And so the cleansing began, priming humanity for its new ruler waiting in the wings. This is when our ancestors had enough. The resistance movement had failed, but they had to at least bring the war criminals to justice. My bro finally caught up with the presidents and challenged them to a duel. They accepted, having for years regarded him as a cocky rival rapper who failed to show them the proper respect. In their arrogance, they invited him into the foul belly of the carnival, believing they could teach him once and for all that it truly meant to be down with the clown. For centuries thereafter, survivors of the Holocaust would cite the rooftop showdown as one of the most heroic moments in human history.
But
holy shit! He killed Jay and Shaggy, too dope.
is that Scott Cawthon?
He killed them both. And where?
In the bottom right.
No, that's not Scott Cawthon. Do not bring up Scott Cawthon right now. This is already too convoluted as is. We don't need more.
What the fuck, Jay?
I don't know, man.
I don't know what to say. This is crazy.
Jeez. And he's flying off on his skateboard.
Yep.
Unfortunately, as they were only figureheads, no liberations allowed. No liberation followed. There would be no parades in the streets or statues cast or medals awarded. The few witnesses were reported seeing only a man with a sword on a shitty skateboard gently rising into the night sky. No one ever saw him again.
An unreal air.
Yep. Meanwhile, Roxy's mom was tracking down the High Chaplain. His crimes had already been committed. She couldn't repay them by any stretch of his imagination, but she could swipe the blood-stained grin off that fat bastard's face.
Oh my god. I wonder what... like... I wonder what Guy Fieri thinks about this.
I don't know, man. I wonder what Jay and Dope...
I wonder if they know about Homestuck.
Do you think ICP knows about Homestuck?
That's a good question.
Do you think they'd be okay with being presidents that got murdered by a child?
I assume their Miracles video probably is flooded with Homestuck comments, right? Because we were told not to look at the comments.
I'd assume so.
So I wonder if... Huh.
She gouged his eyes out with a pair of needles.
Oh my god.
Poor Guy Fieri. And rode his torso to the bottom of the blood falls. Reports of what happened to our ancestors after that are sketchy. There were no eyewitness accounts I found, but some believe they regrouped and confronted the Condis herself, with all her high-ranking officers dead and the human population decimated and sufficiently groomed for her arrival. There was no reason to stay behind the scenes anymore. After those dreadful years of putting up with a more vulgar brand of authoritarianism, when she finally stepped forward to claim her throne, it actually came off as somewhat dignified, elegant in a way. She was no less severe, but at least she knew how to act like an empress. What the fuck is this? But even if they did admit...
Wait a second.
What is that blue... Oh my god, that's like...
Is that Aradia and Tabra? Wait, no, wait, what, wait, I gotta look
I think that's all of them. I don't think it's specifically just Vriska and Tavros. I think everybody's in there.
Gotta zoom in. Well, let me zoom in.
Can you not do the thing?
Because Tavros is symbol in the top left. Oh, it's Aradia Solix and Tavros that I see on the headband.
I think just everybody's in there. All the dead ones
Those are the only three I see.
Wound up in there, to be honest.
I don't see any other ones.
Yeah, but I don't think that's flashing all of them. We didn't see the other. We didn't see the other ones whenever we saw Vriska and Tavros.
Yeah, exactly.
G-Cat's being controlled by Tavros. The fucking...
Oh, shit. What are they doing?
They're gods now.
I'm so confused.
This is all of them combined into one person.
Oh, Jay.
Yeah.
I'm an idiot.
You're gonna what?
These are probably the ancestors, not actually our trolls.
Probably. That would make a lot more sense.
I mean, maybe not. Wait, now I'm even more confused, because a lot of the ancestors were against her.
I don't know, man.
Follow, like, the sufferer and all that? Okay, no, I just don't know. I have no idea. I can't guess.
But even if they did manage to confront her, there was no way they could win. She had too many crazy alien powers. Her boss supposedly had jacked her power level through the roof. I even heard, and don't quote me on this, that she may have been over 9,000.
Jesus Christ. Heavens to Betsy, that figure is just absurd.
Yeah, and that's not even to speak of the generic smorgasbord of other powers she was rumored to have. It's hard to separate the fact from the urban myth, but for reference, if you want to believe it all, just picture all the X-Men combined in one sexy fish woman in a skin-tight suit.
Whoa, mama.
Whatever actually went down, they're surely both dead now. I guess it had to happen like that, though. Well, I mean, it's been 400 years. I hope they're dead now. There's no way the continents will allow us to be born within even a century of our generic forebears. Thought of that was completely disgusting to her, but I really would have liked to be able to meet them. I guess some things would just be too awesome to ever stand a chance of happening, but it will happen.
Yeah, I know the feeling. Wait.
What?
Dirk, did you tell me at some point that you did find evidence the witch killed them?
As of now, no.
Are you sure? I swear I remember you saying something about that.
How could I have anything like that before today? This is obviously the first time I mention any of this.
Yeah, I'm just having the nuttiest deja vu thing going on right now. I feel weird.
Ellipses.
I guess I'm mistaken. Never mind.
Okay, I'll disregard your anomalous observation for now and continue conversing as if it never happened.
Right, good plan. Anywho, that's a heck of a tragic and thrilling tale, Dirk. I am still totally cockeyed and catawampus about all this, and I don't even know what to think.
But you believe me, right?
Oh yeah, every word of it.
Wow.
Why shouldn't I? You're my friend, and I trust you.
I still just think it's impressive is all. Even after all this time, you're pretty much a one-of-a-kind dude. Wanna fuck?
Not really. I just like believing stuff and believing in people. Wait, what do you mean?
About what?
When you said after all this time, you just told me now.
Yes.
Hang on, block. The deja vu shit is happening again. Wait a second. Are they in a dream bubble?
They have to be.
Because first of all, Jake remembered this conversation. It was like deja vu or something.
Deja vu.
Deja vu. We've been to this place before.
Deja vu.
Alright. What the okay, anyways. Like, deja vu shit's happening again. Okay, I am sure we've had this conversation before. So many things are familiar. I remember you saying this one kind of dude, one kind dude thing, and I remember saying the word catawampus and all of it. What's going on?
Took you long enough to figure it out. Pages really are a slow burning class. Damn.
Oh my god! Figure out what?
You're asleep.
Figure what out? Oh, that's right. I fell off the platform thing and I guess I got knocked out.
Yep.
So I'm dreaming?
Kinda. It's a dream bubble.
What's that?
Place in the infinite abyss where sleeping people can share dreams with each other while revisiting memories. Also where they can meet dead people.
Wait, but how the fuck is Jake talking to Dirk?
Dirk's asleep too.
So we're sharing a dream together. But yeah, but I don't think you can do that. I think it has to be like a. I don't know. You can sleep too. Current in the future.
No, even if I was, I wouldn't visit a dream bubble. That only happens when your dream self is dead, like yours is. Mine's not. Oh, so it's just a figment of his imagination.
I guess I understand. So what's the deal then? Wait, you said this is where they meet dead people too. Shit, Dirk, are you dead? Are you a ghost?
No, dude, chill. I'm fine.
Then what the fuck's going on? Who am I talking to?
Who are the people you talk to when you have a regular dream?
What?
Like just a normal, boring dream, and there's a person you're talking to. Who is that?
I don't know.
It's nobody. It's a projection of your own mind. Dream bubbles don't always need to be shared by dreamers or dead people. You can go to sleep and wake up in one alone, reliving an old memory, kind of like a normal dream until you remember it's just a memory, which is where we are now.
But I don't think this counts. I don't think you like. If Dirk's giving Jake information, that's weird, right? I feel like he can't give himself information about what a dream bubble is.
Maybe. I don't know.
Okay, so I'm having like a lucid dreamy thing in the magic bubble, and you are just a figment of my imagination?
Yeah, basically.
So I'm talking to myself. That's kind of stupid.
Well, yeah, but not quite. You could view me as a projection of the real Dirk within your mind, as expressed through all of your thought patterns about him. So I'm kind of a splinter of his corporeal self who happens to live in your awareness. I'm a startlingly close approximation to be the real thing, for all intents and purposes.
Just how startlingly close are we talking?
I'm not gonna give you a bogus percentage like the glasses, because that's not my shtick. We're pretty damn close.
Okay, that's fair. But, man, there's something that feels kind of weird about this. You being in my head is a little messed up.
What's messed up about it? You were the one who put me here, with your intimate understanding of all his mannerisms and predilections, splintered existence is pretty much how he rolls. This is how shit is, bro.
Okay, I'm sorry for saying it's messed up, but it's still a bit frustrating. I've been trying to talk to you all day, but all I get is your pesky responder believing me at every turn, and your bedeviling me at every turn, and your friggin' robot punching me across the ocean, and then throwing a weird tantrum and ripping its nuclear heart out in front of me. And if that weren't enough, I'm tumbled off the doohickey and knocked myself out, and now I'm strolling down memory lane with your fake brain ghost. It's like you're surrounding me from all sides with imitations of yourself, but never the real you. Cheese and fucking crackers, when do I get to talk to the real actual Dirk?
Jake, what do you even know about someone's actual stuff? What makes it actual? What is actuality?
What a horseshitty question. I don't know anything about actuality, I guess, but I know some philosophabbled horseshit when I'm dad blasted near it. Hear it?
I'm just saying, this isn't really your field of expertise. Dirk is the heart guy. He's the one walking the path of self, even when he doesn't know it, like right now.
But what does that mean? And how can you really be made of only my thoughts when I don't even know what you're talking about sometimes? Exactly. Or when I didn't know some of the things you're telling me, like about being a dream bubble. How can I tell myself that stuff through a brain ghost Dirk?
Who says you don't know those things on some level?
I don't think I do. I have no business knowing these things.
They just have a lot of untapped potential. That's practically all there is to the class, actually. But when they eventually find it, look out. The ones who deal in hope? Shit, man, I'm scared of you already. I'm not even real.
Okay. You sure you aren't real? No offense, but I kind of get the same smartest vibe from you as I do from the autosponder. Like, haha, I have the same basic personality as Dirk, but without any accountability or anything. So let me just be kind of a flippant and a mess with Jake fella's head. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, that's a surprisingly decent observation about me.
Yeah, see, I think I maybe did a little too good a job in brain cloning you. This is way too much like talking to the real fake Dirk. Holy cow, what a dumb sentence that was.
You did a good job, perfect job, in fact. Untapped potential, remember? I don't think one of Dirk's splinters could exist nearly as well in anyone's mind other than yours.
Well, that's just spiffy for me, but I'm starting to feel somewhat like I'm being haunted by you now. I just want to talk to my real body, and by real I mean the original. Sorry, my real buddy, and by real I mean the original guy.
What do you even want to say to him?
I don't know.
It's not like you can keep any secrets from here. I pretty much am your brain.
No, don't say that. It's so weird.
You do realize he's coming for you, Dirk, in the real world. The man has his designs.
Yes, I know.
Want to talk about it?
With you? No, that's like talking to him about it with, which is like really jumping the gun, I think.
What better chance is there to try talking about it than with a stunt double of your hyper-aggressive suitor within the safety and privacy of your own mind?
But I can't yet. I just can't. There's some feelings I'm not sure how to put into words yet, and doing it in front of you, whether you're a stunt double or brain puppet or whatever, makes you feel uncomfortable.
So there are feelings you don't want to try to put into words, even while you were dwelling entirely within the realm of your own mind?
Yes. What is so hard to understand about that?
What about the spider ghost?
Huh?
The girl you saw when you got fucking clobbered by Dirk's robot and you passed out. You dreamed about a spider ghost alien girl.
Oh yeah, what about her?
You like her.
Man, what? That's dumb. I saw her for 3 seconds and she waved at me and I woke up.
Yeah, it took all those 3 seconds for you to fall in love with the cute spider ghost.
Why do you keep calling her a ghost?
Because she's been dead for a zillion years, dude.
Oh well, holy shit.
It won't change the fact that you like her. Let's not pretend it will. You're gonna make things complicated for yourself.
No, I won't.
Yeah, you will. You're too fucking wishy-washy between Dirk, Spider Ghost, Jane. Man, poor Jane.
What? What about Jane?
Tell me, what was he gonna do with that?
Our last chat ended on very pleasant and amicable terms. She was upbeat and chipper as ever. I failed to see what reason one might have to feel sorry for her.
Oh, yeah, you totally read that conversation like a book. Really handled that conversation like a champ.
Wait, didn't I?
Look out, bitches, it's Jake Casanova, Lady Slayer, English. His back and he is frequently able to parse the literal meanings of things women say.
What are you getting at?
We're running out of time. She'll be here soon.
Jane?
No, doofus. Spider Ghost.
Whoa, okay, where? Wait, she is... Oh, fuck.
Spider Ghost. Spider Ghost. Does whatever a Spider Ghost can. Look at you. I'm telling you. 3 damn seconds of ogling an alien in a blue dress and you're completely hopeless. Stop fidgeting around like that. Your hair looks fine. Do you want me to tell you how your breath smells?
Screw you. I am cool as such a cucumber.
Okay, then.
Why does my breath not smell okay?
You're dreaming, Jake. Your breath is only a thing if your brain wants it to be.
Oh, okay, well, when is she coming? Why is she visiting my dreams?
Soon. She's been waiting for the right time to enter, waiting for you to snap out of the memory. Clearly, girl has the patience of a saint.
Oh, right.
So, definitely not Vriska.
No, it's Arania.
Yeah, true.
Dang, it's warm in this dream bubble. How can I be sweating in a dream? Where do I keep the dream towels?
Will you calm the fuck down? I'm a figment of your imagination. You're still making me nervous.
But really, who is she? What's her deal? And what does she want from me? Since all this is so-called untapped potential in my subconscious talking to me from, taking the form of yet another sassy duck clone, seems to know everything. Would it be okay if I troubled my own brain for a few flippin' answers?
You should try to be more polite to me, seeing as I am a representation of your entire mind. I have complete control over all your basic functions. I should trigger a particularly spirited bowel movement right before she gets here, so watch your step.
No, I'm sorry, don't.
Just kidding, dude. Jesus, I would never make you shit your pants in front of a girl you like, even if she does seem to happen to be my chief competition. We jerk splinters can be pretty Machiavellian, but we do actually have some fucking standards.
Okay, thank you for promising to keep my trousers tighty.
Anyway, she's visiting now to bring you into the loop on some things. Important details you should know about your relation to the bigger picture. The much bigger picture.
I still don't understand how you know. Or excuse me, my brain knows this stuff. Because I'm a page? How does that make sense? And also, if you just know the things she will say, then why don't you tell me these things?
Intuition and the subconscious mind are powerful things when harnessed the right way. That's why I don't tell you. Why not just let her tell you? You're the one with the damn crush on her.
Oh my god. Yeah, it's Arania. Okay, dude, she's here. Shush.
I know.
Oh man,
What the fuck are you looking at me for? Say something to her, jackass.
Okay, I will. You're distracting me, though. Can you scoot over a bit?
Oh my god, fine.
Hi there, welcome. Don't mind him. He's just a brain clone of my best friend. I know that sounds crazy.
Bro, she can't even see or hear me. You're making a fool of yourself.
Wait, she can't? Why didn't you tell me that? You're really throwing me off here.
I don't know. I guess I didn't think you were gonna have a neurotic meltdown at the sight of a girl.
I thought you were supposed to know stuff like that, seeing that you were literally my brain.
God damn it. Will you just chillax and woo this fucking ghost babe?
How can I chillax when you keep talking to me? It's really disconcerting.
You are totally embarrassing yourself, dude. You're talking to nobody, man. I'm starting to feel bad for the ghost. Look at her. She's getting uncomfortable.
Just shut up. I can't think.
Ha, she's not actually there. I bet you he's just getting another prank pulled on him. You're being so lame. I don't care if I'm a figment of your imagination or not. I can't take this bullshit. Either you get your shit together and put the moves on this Dead Space vixen, or I would start fucking with your cortex and make you pop a dream boner. No.
Oh god, no, don't you dare.
You don't think I'll do it?
No, please do not give me a boner jerk.
Sorry, Jake. The plan's in motion. Next up, Boner City.
That was your plan all along, to give me a boner.
And you
Jesus Christ.
got one.
You motherfucker. Oh, gee, a false alarm. I see a very funny, cool guy. You're full of shit. You're bluffing. You don't even have the power to give me a phantasmal erection.
Jake, please. Members of the Juggalo Party aren't the only ones who can pitch a Big Ten.
Go ahead, make my fucking day. I'm ready for you. You think I'm afraid? I'll take your boner magic like a man. I'm not ashamed. I will stand tall and proud and full masked in front of this pretty alien. Do your worst, you bastard.
This is so stupid. You're so out of your mind. You're out of your mind. This is coming from your mind itself. I can't even watch this. I'm out of here.
Well, good riddance to the ironic hipster douchewad rubbish that is what I have to say about that.
Wonder what Jack's up to right now.
What? I mean, who's Jack?
Talk to the girl, okay? You have some damage control to do. Oh, shit!
And that is where we have to call this video.
That's going to be like...
It might be 2 videos.
I think that's going to have to be
I'm not
2.
sure.
It's like an hour 40. Because even if you take out...
It's
like
hour 59 for me.
I'm saying it's going to be an hour 40 after you cut out everything. I think either an hour 40 or an hour
maybe,
30.
yeah. We'll figure it out. I gotta check something. But it's my outro, right?
Yeah. Sure.
Holy shit. What the fuck? We got a history lesson from Dirk today, and I don't know what to make of it.
Hey, President James! President James, let's go. Whenever I actually become president, this is not going to look very good for me, Ian. Let's be honest here.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
That was Pog.
Abracadabra, boom, shaka-day. I'm Violent J and I'm back like a vertebrae. And I come with a hat full of tricks, trunk full of Fago, car full of fat chicks. You wicked clowns like to say what's up to the Cobra X-Men. Everybody with clown love, even since you never heard of. Roll into town and out with the big top, 4 cars down, 2 more still to drop. When I'm done, pack up and hit the road. And I don't want to see your head explode. Toss me an axe and I'll toss you a dead chicken. At a buck, get a 2-liter with him. And the G said, on with the show, it's Hocus Pocus, Joker's Great Malenko. I don't know why I know those lyrics.
You're not okay.
I shouldn't know those lyrics. Okay, anyway.
You're not okay.
Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, leave a like, that video.
I'm the only one who's supposed to unironically listen to ICP. Listen here, buddy.
Shut up. This may have been 1 episode, this may have been 2 episodes, I'm not sure yet. We'll figure it out. And we'll love y'all, and make sure to join our Discord and all that, and follow us on Twitter, because Jay's been posting there lately.
Hey,
and yeah,
Pod.
see ya. Bye. Love you. Bye.
Yeah.